already spoiled what the name is. Got a potato mine. Now, this plant is kind of interesting. It's like the cherry bomb, as in it's a one-use item, but it's not an instant. The thing with the potato mine is that it has a startup time, where you plant it in the ground, and you have to wait for it to pop up. So, explodes on contact, but it takes time to arm itself. That's what it says in the description. So, the only other issue with the potato mine is that it only hits one square. So, potentially you can only hit one zombie with it. You can hit multiple ones if you time it right, but most of the time you only hit one zombie. But the thing about the potato mine that makes it unique from other plants is that it's relatively cheap. And it works really great as an initial defense. So I kind of like it for the earlier levels just because it's really cheap. Oh, and look, we get pole vaulting zombies. The zombies with the really weird red jersey. That was the pole. The thing, I guess that's why they gave you potato mines at this time. But again, early levels, you don't have a lot of opportunities to get a lot of sun. Or you do, but you kind of have to set those up yourself. So, it's a good time saver because usually when zombies start coming in, they only send out very few zombies. So, potato mines are a very nice initial sort of thing to use to defend your lawn with. No, I don't want another sunflower. Although potentially I could start putting more sunflowers just to speed things up a little bit. So in this case, I'm gonna go use a pea shooter. Save up some sun. Is there another? Yeah, I'm gonna go and put a potato mine on this lane. Just kind of let it sit there. Now, the thing about that's special about this level with the potato mine is that there are pole vaulting zombies. Pole vaulting zombies have a gimmick where one, they're faster than normal zombies, so thank God, because zombies walk painfully slow across the map. And the other gimmick is that they can jump over plants. Now, see, that suddenly becomes an issue, mainly because right now you don't have any defenses that can prevent that. So what you end up doing is that you have to go and place a plant in front of your defenses to adequately, what was it? Oh, how do I say this? To adequately deal with pole vaulting zombies. Now, the thing about potato mines is they also count as a plant that pole vaulters will jump over. So since they're a cheap way, and I'll show you here, they're a really relatively cheap way of keeping your defenses up. So here you go, pole vaulter. They'll jump over this potato mine, then they'll lose their speed and their ability to jump over things, and in essence they turn into a normal zombie at that point. So what I want to do is just put more pea shooters. We're good. Again, I'm not really using the walnuts because their usefulness is kind of overrated. It's easier to just in the earlier levels, to let the zombies walk across your lawn and run into pea shooters than to try and heavily fortify your lawn, waste a bunch of sun doing so. Because if you try to go and kill zombies right when they come out of the woodworks, they're just gonna go and maul everything over because you're relying too much on your defense that you spend a lot of money on, but eventually it's going to die. So I'm gonna go put a potato mine here. Unfortunately, with this level, you have pole vaulters, which jump over defenses, which isn't great. I don't know if the pole vaulter is going to actually die before, Oh, yeah. I shouldn't have done that because they would have died anyway, so... And yeah, again, walnuts kind of overrated. Didn't even need it that time. So get a new plant, and it's the snow pea. And the snow pea does what it says on the description. It's like a pea shooter, but the frozen peas that it shoots will slow down zombies. And slowing is very popular in this game, mainly because what happens when you slow zombies is that their movement is also slowed. So if you say if you have a defense, up, and if you slow them down, it also slows down their eating when they eat the defenses. So okay, so we have pole vaulters, cone heads, and regular zombies in this level. And now you can see that our seed slots are all filled up, so we're gonna have to go and fix that in a bit. So, of course, sunflowers. Just take sunflowers and potato mines initially. Since our seed slots are also filled up, we're gonna need an upgrade soon to go and get more seed slots, because obviously if we get another plant in this level, we're gonna need more slots to hold those seeds. And of course, it's quite useful to have more slots, mainly because you can bring more defenses with you, and different kinds of defenses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put a snow pea on the first lane that I see another zombie on. So it's this top one, so there you go. It's 175 sun, so you have to kind of save up a little bit. But see, as you can see, the snow pea goes and it slows down zombies in this manner. It's pretty good. Oh no. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go put another potato mine here. Just wait for that zombie to walk all the way across. If there's another zombie that comes right behind it, I'll put a pea shooter right in front of it. But it doesn't look like there's gonna be anything that's coming behind it. I could also go and put more sunflowers, which is very uncharacteristic of me because I usually run these levels for like large amounts of time, just with 4 sunflowers. There we go. What's really hilarious though about any slowed enemies is that when they're slowed, the voice that they use, the voice clip that they use is also slowed. So it's all warped and really weird. Just waiting for more sun now. Do 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 do. Usually, what's really funny about the snow pea is actually the snow pea is adequate enough to go and take down a cone head by itself. You don't need really any other defense against a cone head. Because the snow pea makes them so that the enemies are so slow that they just deal with stuff on their own. See, this one's already gone. It was a cone head too. Here's a pole vaulter. See, I didn't even need the extra pea shooter. The pole vaulter died without the assistance of a second pea shooter, but I guess it doesn't hurt to be doesn't hurt to make sure that things will die. I mean, that's what I love about tower defense games, is that you can ensure there's like kill insurance in it. Oh gosh, my commentary is so boring. Why did I even put this potato mine here? I don't even need it. Huge wave of zombies is approaching. I'm telling you that just a snow pea and a pea shooter are adequate defense for this portion of the game. You don't need walnuts, you don't need potato mines. But I'm just putting potato mines anyway because what else am I gonna do with all the sun that I'm getting? Oh my gosh. This is so ridiculous. I'm lasting through these levels with only 4 sunflowers. I know it's not gonna work later, but it's fun to say it does. Ah, come on, hurry up, zombies, and die. I could put more pea shooters so they die faster. I'm gonna wait till the last wave to go and just wipe them all out because I have cherry bombs. Sweet potato mine. It's off cooldown, so might as well. Don't even need walnuts. And the only reason why I'm just putting potato mines in front of my stuff is because of pole vaulters. If the pole vaulters actually manage to reach the end, which they probably won't, they just pop over the mine. And then anything that's behind the pole vaulter will just die to the potato mine afterwards. So it's not an infallible defense, but it's a convenient and cheap defense. I have 800 sun, and this is like World 1-7. It's crazy. I would say that, if anything, if they ever make a Plants vs. Zombies 2, they would have to tone down freezing effects by a lot, because freezing effects tend to be the most overpowered abilities and the freezing effect of plants tend to be the most overpowered thing in the game. They make everything else incredibly simple. So even a really cheap setup like this works. Huge wave of zombies is approaching. I don't really care. I'm just gonna go and potato mine things, and then I'm also gonna go and like cherry bomb stuff. So obviously I want a cherry bomb up here at the top because just because. There we go. So 3 lanes gone. We're done here. Now to just wait for the level to end. Oh, so boring. So how's everybody's holiday? Whoops. That was a my bad moment. Oh yeah. So we get a new seed packet. So you've got a new plant. And you get the Chomper. Devour the zombie whole, but is vulnerable while chewing. This is a very strange plant. It's not an instant, but it... how do I say this? It's a one-hit kill plant. It one-hit kills, but afterwards it has a cooldown. So... and it only one-hit kills smaller zombies. It won't one-hit kill, like, larger ones. It's kind of weird. Anything with a lot of health, it won't one-hit kill. So, like, these zombies right now that are on the screen, all these zombies, they won't be one-hit killed. Oh, and we get the introduction of Buckethead zombies. And we also get the introduction to the plant selection screen. So, I'll explain I have to explain this, don't I? So basically, after a while, since you only have so many seed slots, you're given the option to choose what plants you want. And the number of plants here totals to about 49. So you have about 49 options, and you only have like 2, 3, 4, 6 slots right now. You can go up to 10 slots. But obviously with that many choices, you want more. You want a screen like this. What am I saying? My commentary is terrible right now. It's like I'm trying to be informative, but I'm not. Anyway. So, Buckethead zombies are the more resilient zombies. They're like coneheads, but they take even more damage than coneheads do. And the thing about both cone heads and bucket zombies is once they lose the item that's on their head, they act just like a regular zombie. So let's see here. Since obviously we have a plant selection screen, I'm gonna go and pick plants. I should do this soon because I'm probably boring everybody to death. So I'm gonna get sunflowers. That's like a staple in every level. I'm gonna grab snow peas. Snow peas are incredibly useful. I will take... Should I take the pea shooter with me? Don't really need the pea shooter. I'll take the pea shooter. And then now I have an option of 3 plants. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the chomper. That way I could draw off the new plant. I will also take cherry bomb. And I will take the potato mine. Now the interesting thing about chompers is that chompers can actually eat a zombie that's 2 spaces forward of it. That means that you can actually place a walnut in front of a chomper and the chomper will still eat the zombie through the walnut, but obviously I'm not going to be using that strategy this time. I just like potato mines too much on the early levels. Later on I might show that. So right now I'm just going to go and put sunflower. Sunflower! The zombies are coming. Now, the thing about potato mines, there's actually a trick to using potato mines. You just have to go and put a potato mine that are about 3 to 4 spaces in front of a regular zombie. And since regular zombies are incredibly slow, as they are, it'll take them 4 spaces to walk across, and by then the potato mine should be armed. I'm just doing this just cause. Range. So I'm just gonna go put another potato mine here. I think the only thing about chompers, they're very finicky plants to use. Yeah, see? The zombie managed to walk 4 spaces and the potato mine armed itself. So while it's walking over the 5th space where the potato mine actually is, it will arm itself. So you don't have to worry about it. And I guess I could put a snow pea here. You also have to watch out when there are pole vaulting zombies and use chompers. The pole vaulting zombies will jump right over the chompers instead of getting killed. So that's also a problem that you might want to address when using them. Snow pea. I could just go through an entire level in like the early levels, the first 10 levels of the game with just snow peas and potato mines. It's terrible. So I'll just put a snow pea here. This cone head will die by a snow pea anyway. Do 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 do. Oh, and then we get our first bucket head. You could hear the thunking noise of the bucket, actually. Now, the thing about the bucket head is it takes, as I said before, it takes more damage than a cone head does. And you have to make sure that the bucket falls off the head of the zombie before you can say, oh, it's dead. Oh, what I can do, actually, is... I'll put a chomper here. Just in case this bucket head gets through and you can see exactly what the chomper does. It's like a Venus flytrap. Pop. The zombies make the funniest noises when they die. Pop, plop, pop, pop, plop, plop. Oh, it looks like this zombie's gonna get to the end. There we go, and the chomper will eat the complete the zombie hole. So anything that isn't taking care of my snow peas will get eaten by chompers. But obviously, since now it's chewing its food that it just got, it will, what was it? That's what's considered its cooldown. So right now I'm just gonna go and arm the rest of my rows with chompers. I still have plenty of sun to go by, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm only mostly concerned about bucket heads, because bucket heads take forever to kill. Oh, since this is the final wave, I don't have to put in more plants. We're good. Funny how I kind of find it amusing that when I play this game anyway, is that after I figure out that it's everything's all good, you don't have to worry about doing anything anymore, I just stop, but then I rack up like a ton of currency just because of that. There we go, all done. So this chomper should take care of the last zombie in the level. There we go. And now we get a very interesting plant. This is... Oh, I forgot what stage we're on. Are we on 1-9? Or... Because it can't be 1-10. Anyway, we get a new plant. It's the repeater. And what the repeater does is basically the job of a pea shooter, except it shoots 2 peas. Repeater is kind of another one of those finicky plants. It saves you space, essentially. The thing about Plants vs. Zombies is that eventually space becomes a commodity. This goes back to me saying, oh, you're front-loading everything, and the various strategies that you can use when playing Plants vs. Zombies. There are advantages and disadvantages of letting zombies walk across your yard. You start panicking when they start getting to the end because your defenses aren't strong enough. At the same time, if you front load everything, the zombies have a chance of blowing through all your defenses that you set up, that probably have a lot of firepower behind them, but are can easily be mauled over as soon as your initial defense is gone. But anyway, enough about that. This is the repeater. I guess I'll try showing this. I don't like repeaters, mainly because they're 200 sun, and they do the same thing as 2 pea shooters would. But the thing is that you could have 1 pea shooter out in less than half the time that you can get a repeater out. It's really up to personal preference. I kind of don't like it. But anyway, this is plant selection screen. So this time we get bucket heads, pole vaulters, cone heads, and regular zombies. So you have to really pay attention. Like in these early levels, you don't have a need to, but you really want to pay attention to what zombies you're going up against. That way you can, of course, plan defenses accordingly, but also to, so you're not surprised by what's coming up. So anyway, obviously, sun-producing plant, you're gonna need it. Snow peas, I'll bring the repeater, I guess. I hope, maybe I might be able to get one down. I don't know. Also bring chompers, potato mines, and cherry bombs. I haven't used the walnut at all, which is really weird because everybody enjoys using walnuts in this game a lot when you don't actually need it. So of course, collect your sun. And I might break my rule of using just 4 sunflowers in this level, mainly because repeaters take 200 sun. So, it's not that great. Again, not that great of a plant. I do a lot of things very differently from what the norm is in this game. Like, people will fill up a row of sunflowers in adventure mode. Whereas I start off with this 2x2 square because it's closer to your seeds. You don't have to worry about trying to reach your seeds in time. So potato mine. There we go. So 6 should be fine. So where is the next zombie coming? I'll put a snow pea when it shows up. Come on, zombies! Come on. I have 300 sun already. This is it's terrible. 375, 400. Okay, snow pea. Brains. I could have just put snow peas on like all the rows, and then because it goes off cooldown. Goes on cooldown, not off cooldown. Now, since this is a cone head, I guess I'll show you guys the repeater. Here's the repeater. And see, you can see here it shoots 2 peas at a time. So obviously it'll deal with this cone head, and I just only used 1 plant. I'll use this. Is there a pole vaulter coming soon? Nope, just a cone head. I'll just put a snow pea here. I'll start loading up the rest of these rows with stuff. So I actually made a mistake putting this repeater here. So I'm gonna go and take it out. I'll put a repeater down here too. This is so painfully slow, I'm telling you. So, how's everyone's holiday? Everybody here at Frog Gaming is having a really long holiday season. I mean, I admittedly tried not to, but I've been trying to make videos for the entire past week or so, but it's not working. I mean, it's not that it's... I don't know, it's terrible. I'm telling you. When you want to actually do work, but it just doesn't come to you, that's just bad. It's just really, really bad. Now, see, this is exactly why I don't like using repeaters. They take 200 sun. It's overkill to fire... to use the... What is it? It's overkill to use them in earlier levels, and it's not very, how do I say this, sun efficient. When the hardest zombie that you have is a flippin' pole vaulter or a bucket head. You just waste all of your sun on 1 plant when you could just put 2 plants in a very similar amount of time, if not less time, just because they're cheaper. You have to keep that in mind when it comes to tower defense games, is what defense will be most effective and most cost efficient. In this case, repeaters are terrible in this situation just because they're so expensive. But I can't complain. I have to show this off in a Let's Play sometime. But later on, it's going to be sort of less on demonstrating what the plants actually do than just, you know, mulling about. Oh, hello, Buckethead. And if anything, you usually have an instant to go and kill anything that is too resilient for your current defense setup to deal with. So right now I have like cherry bombs. I don't have to worry about like bucket heads or anything like that, because all you have to do is just place down cherry bomb, boom, 3 rows are cleared out, depending on what zombies are on them, of course. Yeah, see, 3 Ps on each row is just overkill. 3 P shooting, 1 being a freezing one, and 1 being fired by the and 2 being fired by the repeater. It's just overkill. See, right now I have 900 sun, and there really isn't anything to do with it. Potato mines, I guess. Potato mines and chompers as like last minute defense, I guess. Here, you get a chomper. The other one gets a potato mine. I'll just alternate between potato mines and chompers. Just cuz. Interestingly enough, chompers have a lower cooldown than potato mines do, and potato mines are cheaper and one-time use. I would think that they should sort of reverse that, because chompers are a more permanent plant than potato mines are. But I'm not complaining. There we go. There! That's all you need. Oh, this is level 1-9. And at the end, at level 9 of each world, you get a note. So, you don't get an item, you get a note. Now, hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. So, you get a note, and the note is sort of like your, storyline. This is the only kind of expositional portion of the story that you get other than Crazy Dave's ranting, which isn't very coherent in itself. So the notes are the only other portion of the game that you get a storyline from. Now, World 5 and World 10, they have very unique characteristics, as in, you get conveyor belt type levels or mini-game levels. So, at the end, at level 10 of each world, you get a conveyor belt type level, where, what was it? You get a conveyor belt type level where you can, where you have to go and pick and choose plants, I guess, to say the least. Potato mine, potato mine, potato mine. And the conveyor belt includes plants that you've earned in that level. So stuff like, since you only got so many plants in this level, what was it? You only get so many plants in this level that it's not that big of an issue. Some plants are more advantageous than others, obviously, so. Should I put a pea shooter here? Pea shooter. You have to use the plants that come out of the conveyor belt. There's no other way to do this. Oh, this is so overkill. What I really hate is that I don't like using walnuts at all. So my bar usually gets filled up with walnuts. Of all things, I hate using walnuts. I'm gonna go and take out this potato mine and put a repeater here. There we go. Get a potato mine. Take out your chomper because it's on cooldown. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, never mind. Here. I'll show you what this does. See, the walnut's so short that it will be pole vaulted over by pole vaulting zombies, which is why I don't really like walnuts. And also because walnuts are overrated. Sort of. Oh, whatever. Just go take out the chompers, put in pea shooters. Take out potato mine, put in chomper, put in... This is ridiculous because I'm getting a bunch of walnuts that I don't have a use for. you really don't have a use for these. Here, I'll just put them like this. Gotta take out potato mine. Potato mine here. Oh my gosh. This is so stupid. And you have to use these plants, which bugs me. It bugs me so much. See, my bar is already filled with plants that I don't want. So I'm gonna go take this out, take this out. Here, I'll use this on the pole vaulter so it slows down. See? Look at this. Look at this. It's gotten to the point where I'm placing walnuts and just taking them out immediately because I don't need them. I don't need them. Here. Have that. You can have a pea shooter. Here, I'll take out a snow pea and replace it with a new snow pea. This is stupid. This is stupid. Here, I'll even go and put a repeater here. Ugh. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. Honestly. Here, I'll put you in front of this pole vaulter. And I'll just cherry bomb. There. Easy. Easy. Of course these levels become infinitely harder later on, but regardless though. Oh my gosh, why? Here, I'll put a fresh chomper right there. Just for you. Might as well start cherry bombing these lanes because there's nothing else I can do. Yeah, I'll take out that. Put this in here, maybe. Here, pole vaulter, pole vaulter. There. This is so dumb. Whoa, 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 sorry. I accidentally clicked outside the window, so it will do that. That's one of the fallacies, not fallacies, but the unfortunate reality of having here you get a chomper. Here, I'll give you a chomper too. Fine. Start cherry bombing things. I don't need half these Here, pole vaulter. Oh, 2 pole vaulters, okay. Well, that helps. Just gonna go on cherry bomb levels. There we go. Level over. And now we get a very interesting plant. It costs 0 sun. We get the puff shroom. Shoots short-range spores at the enemy. Now, since we finished level 110, I'm gonna go and stop here. This is ridiculous. I've been recording for God knows how long. Whatever, it's okay. Anyway, I'll go and show you guys what this plant does next time. So see y'all later.